Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to Front Room. The Front Room. This has to be the worst of 2024. It's about a homie Deontay Spot. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel, man. Make sure y'all go support the homie, man. And, yeah, man, without further ado, let's get right into it.
I hated this movie. Hated this movie. Hated it.
Whew. Okay, I don't even know where we even start with this. Whenever I do my worst of 2024 list, I bet that this shit is going to be number one because I highly doubt that I see anything worse than this damn movie. This movie is pointless, this movie is stupid, and this movie is nasty as hell. And to the people who may be eating something while they're watching this video, don't worry because I will not be showing none of these nasty ass scenes. I'm just going to be talking about them. And I tried to be nice to Brandy after seeing this because I was like, man, I don't know why they did that. They did Brandy wrong and all of that. But then I had to quickly realize that Brandy read this script and agreed to the dumb shit like everybody else. Like, it's not like she was contracted to do this or anything. Another thing that I need to get out the way is that this movie is so damn bad that you can't find the budget for it anywhere online. But I did find out that this movie only made $1.66 million opening weekend, so that shit is saying a lot. And since this is a new movie, I will be giving my rating for it, and y'all know I like to switch my rating system around every now and then. But the way that I have it set up now, I might leave it like this. So if you want to understand the rating system better, all you got to do is just read the video description. That's all I got for the intro, so now let's dive into this terrible, and I mean terrible fucking movie. We get some opening credits, and then after that, we see Brandy's character Belinda looking at her stomach in the mirror because she's pregnant. Then we see her teaching a class because she's an anthropologist. And this movie wants to be deep so damn bad because they talk about Christianity and gods and goddesses in Egypt and all kinds of stuff, but none of this shit means anything. And it's not just this scene where they do it everywhere in here, and it never connects to shit.
Which became the cup that was filled with the blood of Christ. Even the seats, the history of the goddess. Does anyone know her symbols becoming objects?
Anyway, after this, we get introduced to her husband, Norman, and man, this actor is so damn bland. Like, man, he cannot act.
Norman, my stomach is crazy.
Everything's fine. Okay, don't worry.
Oh my god, this motherfucker just said, everything's fine.
Come on now, dog.
Don't worry. What is he, a damn cyborg? Man. You're not going to convince anybody that anything is okay with that bland ass acting. Another thing they do in here that bothers me is that they do not know how to set up a scene and they don't know how to end one. It's almost like they know that there's not shit to this movie, so they just want to set up a quick scene and then just go on to the next one. They don't give the audience enough time to feel an emotion or nothing. They just set it up and then on to the next one. Like the scene where they're looking at the baby, it's literally 23 seconds because I counted and then that was it.
You all for it?
And I know there's probably somebody right now thinking that I'm nitpicking, but okay, wait till I show you the next example. Whenever they get home, Belinda sits down in this chair and Norman tells her that's the chair my mom used to feed me in or some bullshit like that. And Belinda is sitting here sad because she feels like she's about to lose her job to the new hires. And while they're talking about this, Norman gets a phone call from an unknown number and we find out that it's his stepmom, Solange. And they be trying so hard in here to make scenes weird and creepy with suspenseful music and everything, but they can't pull it off.
Who's this?
I am his mother.
So Norman rushes out of the room and then later on he tells Belinda how Solange was just a terrible stepmother to him and that she called him to let him know that his dad has stomach cancer. Okay, now I'm about to get to my next example of how they don't know how to set up or end a damn scene. And the editing in here doesn't make it any better. They do these weird ass edits throughout the whole movie and it's annoying as hell. So we see Belinda and Norman upstairs in bed. And then Belinda gets up out of bed because she always has these visions or whatever the hell they are. And then she ends up, I don't, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna just play the clips.
Belinda?
Norman?
So we find out that they had one baby already, but he ended up passing away. I don't know how, because I don't think this movie fucking explains it.
Damn.
And if they did, I guess I didn't care enough to remember how. The next day, Belinda ends up quitting her job. Whenever she goes back home, she sees Norman on the couch looking like he's in his feelings. And then once she asks, well, hold on. He's not looking like he's in his feelings. He's trying to look like he's in his feelings because we know he can't act. But she says, what's wrong? And we already know what the hell he's going to say.
My dad is dead.
Acting.
And do not try to tell me that this character is stoic and he's great at controlling his emotions or some shit like that, because there are times in this movie where you can tell that he's nothing like that at all. And once he gets to this church, oh my God, that's when the real fuckery starts. And again, they're trying so hard to make this scene weird and creepy, but they don't have the damn skill to pull it off.
He's in me, though he may.
After the service was over, the pastor comes up to Norman and tells him that he needs to go to the back to see Solange.
But you removed my veil so I could see you more clearly.
No. This woman is already strange as shit. I wouldn't have removed nothing. You better tell them 3 silly-ass people who was behind you praying to do it. And something about Solange that's never explained is that somehow she has, like, control over everybody in this damn movie. And then later on, somehow she can talk to spirits and predict shit. Yeah, she has like magical powers or some shit that's never fucking explained. Like she somehow guessed the gender of the baby. And for some reason, everybody at this church just happens to do whatever the hell she tells them to do.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Come and go.
No, Solange.
Hush now.
No, so you can't be talking to me because I'm a grown-ass man.
Another thing about her is that sometimes she tells these corny-ass, stupid-ass jokes, and I really wish that she would stop.
Men no pose. Ain't no pose in it.
You're so hilarious, Solange. You should have did stand-up comedy back in the day. You are so hilarious. But anyway, Solange tells them that she's giving them all of her money and that she just sold her house. Now Norman wants to know where she's gonna live, and the pastor tells him this about his dad.
He wants you to take your mother into your home.
Hell no, to the no.
Norman doesn't want to do it, but Belinda says that they could use the money and that it would be good to help out.
In church. We're gonna be her disciples like her little fucking apostles.
No, we're gonna be the ones that help her.
So she ends up moving in with them, and Belinda looks at this old photo of her, and Solange tells her that's when she used to be an actress. And if that's the case, you need to help your stepson because he is struggling in this damn movie.
Damn.
And the way that the camera just stays on this photo for a few seconds, you would think that it's going to mean something, but it doesn't. She also finds this in one of Solange's boxes, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. We're about to have a lazy-ass talk about race and racism somewhere in here. Later on that night, while they're at the table, Solange starts to show her racism. She tells them that she doesn't like the name that they chose for the baby and ends up asking Belinda what her mom's name was.
Gertrude. I thought you all supposed to have more interesting names.
What do you mean by that?
And then she's like, oh, God just gave me the perfect name. And then she says Lori. And this scene is dumb as hell. She starts speaking in tongues and then just doing a bunch of rambling. Neither one of them say anything. They don't give no pushback or nothing. They just sit there and accept it.
Lori.
Yes.
And again, I gotta mention that Solange has some fucking magical powers or something because Belinda tells Norman this.
The name Lori is starting to grow on me.
Later on that day, Belinda sees Solange walking quick as hell into the living room. And then she finds out that she pissed on the couch because she can't control whenever she's going to pee. And I know that this is a real thing with a lot of older people, but this movie is doing it just for the fucking sake of being nasty. Because they start to go overboard with this shit. And this is one of those nasty ass scenes because she didn't just pee, like she peed all over the damn bed. It's on her legs, her clothes, everything. What's that, brother? Now Norman has to get her out of the bed and Belinda runs her a bath.
There's fucking pee on my tie.
Bruh, as pissy as she was, you would have to change more than just your damn tie. You would need to go and change into a whole new suit. And if I was you, I wouldn't even wash this bitch and wear it again. Burn it over a damn trash can. And I don't care about her needing to take a bath. They should have left that damn wig on her head. This shit looks like when you drop a sucker on the carpet and you pick that shit back up. Mr. Clean Head ass. All right, let me calm down because they really started to irritate me.
Ain't no fucking
Belinda ends up having the baby. Whenever she gets back home, she sees that Solange and all of her church friends are here waiting for her. And bruh, this scene, like most scenes in this movie, is just a bunch of damn foolishness. They start touching her stomach while they're praying and speaking in tongues. They do a lot of that shit in here. And then Belinda tells them to get out of the house, a fucking pointless scene. Now it's later on that night and Solange is at the table dressed like a damn doppelganger from Us. She begins to show her racism again. This time Belinda calls her out on it. They get into an argument and instead of me trying to explain whatever the hell this scene is, I'll put the clips.
You don't know what real racism is.
You're gonna tell me?
You don't know? Here I go, riding on my horse to burn a cross. I'm a racist, baby.
That's racist?
Go, gaga,
That's
gaga,
racist?
gaga.
Yup,
That's
everybody,
racist?
this is a real scene that is now a part of cinema history.
Come on
but
now,
that's
dog.
not all. It gets better.
Come on,
Solange
man.
ends up falling on the floor after acting a damn fool, and then this happens.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Like that, nigga.
Yeah, y'all, it's that part of the video where we just speed through this because it's time to pack this shit up. Belinda and Solange get into another argument and Solange decides to make it look like Belinda is abusing her.
Oh my God, bro.
Norman thinks that Belinda did it, but don't worry because the subplot doesn't go any fucking where. Solange is out of the hospital now looking like a damn unwrapped mummy in bed. There is no point to me saying that, I just felt like pointing it out. And in this part, I don't know if Belinda was having a vision or what because again, terrible editing to where you can't tell. But she ends up walking in on Solange breastfeeding Norman. Yep, you heard that fucking correct. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to mention because this movie is all over the damn place that they did a whole piss montage. Like every time Solange used the bathroom, they fucking showed it, like inside the toilet. And now that I think about it, I don't even think that it was just pee. I think it was a little bit of shit in there too sometimes. In the morning, Belinda wakes up and goes to Solange's room and sees that she is dead. But later on, we see that it was Belinda, the one who killed her. She went into her room and smothered her. Who gives a fuck? Ooh, what a plot twist. They move into a new house, and then this right here is the ending of the movie.
You right?
Get rid of that.
And that's how they wrap this shit up, with Belinda looking at the chair from her window. Man, am I glad that this shit is over with. This movie made absolutely no fucking sense, and I'm glad that it failed at the box office. And since it wasted my damn time, this movie gets the rating of bargain bin bullshit. because this shit seems like some bargain bin movie that you would find at Walmart back in the day. You know what? I'm gonna cut the outro short because if I keep talking about this damn movie, I will keep going because I really hated it that much. So as always, I thank y'all for the support. Y'all be safe, keep doing y'all, and I will see y'all next time.
Nasty bitch.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Hold on, ho!